London, 1969. Michael Caine, British star of Alfie. The Italian Job sits in a restaurant with producer Raymond Chow. Chow says, "I'm making martial arts films in Hong Kong. I have this incredible fighter Bruce Lee, Chinese-American, very skilled. I'm thinking of a film where British sophistication meets Hong Kong martial arts. You and Bruce Lee interested?" Caine, intrigued. "I've heard about him. They say he's the real thing, not movie kung fu, actual fighter. But I can't fight. I'm actor, not martial artist." Chow smiles. "That's the point. Culture clash. But you'd need to train with him first, learn basics. Are you willing?" What happens when these two meet changes both their careers. This is 1969. Michael Caine is 36. British cinema icon Alfie, 1966. The Italian Job, 1969. Zulu, 1964. Known for working-class charm, Cockney accent, everyman appeal. Bruce Lee is 29, teaching in LA, just finished The Green Hornet, frustrated by Hollywood racism, considering Hong Kong opportunities. Raymond Chow wants to bring them together for East-West action film. Sophisticated British actor meets authentic Chinese martial artist. The film never gets made due to scheduling conflicts and studio politics. But Caine and Bruce meet in Los Angeles 1970 for preliminary discussions and training assessment. What happens during their encounter reveals culture clash, mutual respect, and why project failed. This is the documented story witnessed by producer Raymond Chow. Michael Caine is born Morris Micklewhite in London. 1933. Working class background, Cockney accent. Serves in Korean War. Becomes actor in 1950s. Struggles for years with small roles. 1964. Breakthrough in Zulu, plays aristocratic British officer, despite working class roots. 1966. Alfie plays charming womanizer. Role makes him international star. His natural charisma, self-deprecating humor, and authentic working-class persona resonate globally. 1969. The Italian Job, iconic British heist film. Caine at peak popularity, especially in UK. But Caine knows his limitations. "I'm not athletic actor like Steve McQueen. I can't do my own stunts. I fake fight scenes with stunt doubles and camera tricks." When Raymond Chow approaches with Bruce Lee project concept, Caine is honest about his concerns. "I'd love to work with Bruce Lee. I've heard he's extraordinary. But I'm not martial artist. I'd be completely outmatched." Chow: "That could be the story. British everyman forced to fight alongside martial arts master. Fish out of water. But you'd need to train with Bruce. Learn basics for authenticity." Caine agrees to meet Bruce. Assess feasibility. Los Angeles, 1970. Michael Caine visits Bruce Lee's home. Raymond Chow arranges the meeting. Bruce greets Caine warmly. "Mr. Caine, I'm a fan. Alfie was brilliant. You made that character charming despite being selfish. That's acting skill." Caine appreciates the compliment. "Call me Michael. And thank you. I watched The Green Hornet. Your fighting is unlike anything I've seen. Completely authentic, not theatrical." They discuss the potential film concept, British character and Chinese martial artist forced to work together. Culture clash leading to mutual respect. Caine asks directly, "Bruce, I have no martial arts training. Zero. Would it even be possible to make this believable? Could I learn enough basics in a few months to look remotely credible?" Bruce, thoughtful. "Depends on your dedication and what we're trying to show. If you're supposed to be martial arts expert, no, impossible in few months. But if you're supposed to be ordinary man learning basics from martial artist partner, yes, that's believable and achievable." Caine: "The second option sounds more realistic. Show me what basic training would involve." Bruce takes Caine to his practice area. "Let's assess your natural physical abilities. Try some basic movements." Bruce demonstrates simple stance, basic punch, front kick. Caine attempts to copy. Immediately obvious. Caine has limited flexibility. No martial arts instincts, struggles with balance. He's 36-year-old actor who's never done athletic training. But Bruce notices something positive. Your timing is good, that's actor's skill, understanding rhythm and delivery. We can work with that. They try simple drill. Bruce throws slow punch. Caine tries to block. After several attempts, Caine gets basic idea. Bruce, you're learning the concept, which is important. Physical skill would come with months of training. The question is, do you want to do that training? It's not glamorous. It's painful, repetitive, frustrating. Caine honest, I'm not sure. I respect martial arts, but I'm 36, not athletic, set in my ways. Learning to convincingly fight in a few months seems daunting. Bruce respects the honesty. Most actors would say, yes, I'll train, then quit after 1 week. You're being realistic. That's more professional. They discuss alternative approach. What if Caine's character doesn't fight much? What if the story is Bruce protecting Caine, with Caine learning just enough to help in climactic scene? Caine likes this. That's more believable. British character relying on brains and luck while martial artist does the fighting. Until final moment when British character must apply what he's learned. Bruce, that could work narratively and practically. You'd still need basic training but not to become credible fighter, just to execute a few specific techniques for final scene. Over next weeks, Bruce and Caine meet several more times. Raymond Chow develops script around their discussions. Bruce teaches Caine absolute basics, proper punch form. Simple block, one effective kick. Just enough for planned final scene where Caine's character would execute these in desperate situation. Caine trains earnestly but struggles. His body doesn't move like martial artists, too stiff, too awkward, too theatrical in movement. During one session, Bruce demonstrates speed and power on heavy bag. Caine watches in awe. Bruce, there's no way I could make this look believable. The gulf between your skill and mine is so vast that audience would laugh if I tried to fight alongside you. Bruce, that's why the script emphasizes you're not fighter. You're a British civilian who happens to be with martial artist. Your role is comic relief, cultural contrast, human element. Caine, so I'm the hapless Brit stumbling through Hong Kong while you do the real fighting. Bruce smiles. Essentially, yes. But your character has intelligence, wit, British resourcefulness. You contribute with brains while I contribute with brawn. Caine considers this. It could work. British self-deprecating humor meeting Hong Kong action cinema. Despite creative planning, the project collapses in 1971 due to multiple factors. 1. Scheduling. Conflicts. Caine has other film commitments. Bruce is considering Hong Kong opportunities. Point 2. Studio concerns. British studios skeptical about mixing British actor with Hong Kong martial arts. Hong Kong studios skeptical about British actor in martial arts. Film. 3. Financial issues. Budget concerns about shooting in multiple locations. Paying both stars appropriately. 4. Bruce's Hong Kong success. 1971. Bruce makes The Big Boss in Hong Kong massive hit. Suddenly Bruce's star in Asia doesn't need Western co-star for credibility. Raymond Chow. The timing didn't work. When we started discussing this, Bruce needed Western star for legitimacy. By 1971, Bruce was bigger star in Asia than Michael was in UK. The dynamic had shifted. Caine later. I'm disappointed it didn't happen. Working with Bruce would have been incredible experience. But I understood he'd become huge star in Hong Kong, didn't need British actor anymore. They never worked together. The film remains intriguing. What if in cinema history? 1973. Bruce dies. Caine is saddened, gives interview. I only knew Bruce briefly, but I was impressed by his professionalism, his skill, his philosophical approach to martial arts. The film we discussed would have been special. Cinema lost someone truly unique. 1970s-1980s. Caine becomes even bigger star get Carter, Sleuth, Hannah and her sisters, Oscar. But he occasionally mentions the Bruce Lee project that never happened. 1990s. Caine asked about martial arts training for film roles. I briefly trained with Bruce Lee in 1970 for a project that didn't happen. He taught me that martial arts requires dedication I didn't have. I respected him enormously for not pretending I could become credible fighter in few months. He was honest about my limitations. This honesty distinguished Bruce from many martial arts instructors who would have taken celebrity clients, money while promising unrealistic results. Michael Caine and Bruce Lee met in 1970 for potential East-West film project. Caine trained briefly with Bruce, learned basics. Both realized Caine couldn't become credible fighter in available time. Developed alternative script, emphasizing culture clash and Caine as non-fighter. Project collapsed due to scheduling, studio politics, Bruce's rising Hong Kong stardom. They never worked together. Bruce died 1973. Caine continued legendary career. The film remains fascinating. What if British charm meeting Chinese martial arts mastery? Never realized.